Hi, everybody. Hello. Nice to see that everyone's here. Sorry I'm starting late. I had to do showering. I had to take a shower because I just got back home from doing a bunch of yard work at my folks' place, and it rained. So, yeah, I did not want to continue to smell gross, sweaty, and like rain. I mean, rain is not a bad smell, but rain and sweat isn't great, so. Proof. I'd have to hop in my car and drive back over to my folks' place. I could take a picture of the money that they paid me to do the yard work for them, but, you know. All my day's been pretty quiet. Apart from having to drive out and do yard work and electrician work, because I also had to do some plugging in of light bulbs and pulling them out and figuring out, hey, why aren't these turning on? You know. You'd think my grandpa, being an engineer, he would have been a little bit more careful about which light bulbs he handed me, but no. He wasn't really paying attention. Though, to be fair, he was focusing more on not falling over because, yeah, he's still pretty unstable after his stroke. He's at least managed to make it to the cane stage. He can walk around with a cane. But yeah. Oof. Sorry I didn't stream yesterday. Yesterday, I had my whole entire afternoon and evening stolen. My whole entire evening and afternoon were stolen by my pillow. Vicious, evil thing. So. Also, let me know if the music is too loud. I'm just kind of winging it here for the moment. It's also like raining hard as shit outside, kind of off and on again. So, for the moment, at this current second, it doesn't appear that it's raining, but about like 10 minutes ago it was pouring rain. So if my connection drops, it's probably because of that. Canuck, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 34 months. Oh my lord. Oh man, I've been at this for a while, haven't I? Oof. Shout out to the people who are still here, nearly 3 years later. I know that there are a couple of you who have actually been here for the whole entire long haul of like nearly 4 years, but you know. Those are people in rarefied air. Also, hello, boss. How you doing? Thank you for the prime subby. Thank you. In fact, actually, Froggy Captain there, is my DM for my Dungeons and Dragons games on Saturdays. Not this last Saturday. We had to kind of take a little bit of a break because somebody had to go see family and everything. But yeah, this is actually because this artwork is partly because of him. Because he showed me some images of some creatures from the campaign setting that we're in, and what can I say? We were kind of on the same wavelength. I was like, you are aware of the fact that this definitely deserves a monster fucker version. And he was like, yes, I do. So. November 2023 to now, that would be nearly 3 years. What can I say? I mean, I actually have the original creature image up in the backdrop. Let me go ahead and drop it for a second. And so this is the original. It's called the Caprathorn. And it's a fiend. It's a fiend type creature. So it's devilish in nature, but it's basically like a goat and a thorny briar got together and like you know. But, anywho, so here's my version. I actually need to not continue to work on this outline. I need to make fresh line art. There we go. That's what I briefly had the thought of Crooked Moon at one point when I was trying to explain to the others in my D&D group, but no, this is not from Crooked Moon. This is from oh my goodness, oh brain, Grim Hollow. This is a Grim Hollow creature. Hydra. There are a lot of drawings that I have that I put aside for a brief time. Boy. The Hydra drawing. Oh, yeah. Where's the Hydra drawing? Where is the Hydra drawing?
That's what I do. I drink and I know things.
Thank you for the what the frog. Let me check. Oh boy. Okay, so I can't click on any of these because some of these are NSFW. Like, actually, NSFW, so I can't open them up on stream. Pretty sure that one is too. Oh, I found it. I found the Hydra. I forget if the Hydra was safe for work or not. Give me a second. I'm gonna take a look. Give me a moment here, guys. I forget about things. Oh, yeah, no, it's still here. It's right here. Well, I could pick up with that one. Given that this particular critter, the Capricorn, is not actually an adoptable and it's not currently spoken for or anything, I'm not putting it up. We'll go ahead and we'll put it away for now. Okay. There we go. It's still here. I still got it. Oh, goodness. It takes me a minute to find things these days. Sorry about that. I've also got really not a good memory, so there is a good chance that I could very well have forgotten things. So please feel free to remind me about things that I seem to have forgotten, because in all likelihood, I probably did. There's been a lot of stuff that's been happening, so. Oh. Yeah, yep. If I recall correctly, I came up with this cutie pie when you were having some troubles with your PayPal, if I remember correctly. So that was why you weren't able to, that was why you weren't able to get it, boss. If I remember correctly. I could be misremembering, though. I have a list saved on Discord? I do. I have a list. I made a client list specifically so then I wouldn't forget. And then I forgot that the list existed. Wow. I am some special kind of absolutely brainless. Wow. Huh. I forgot that there was a list. I really do have a trash memory. I've got a brain like a koala bear's brain. It's perfectly smooth like a grape, like a freshly washed grape. Do. Like, for real. I did make a channel on, I made a thread on Discord with everybody's names on it for everybody who had paid for a piece. And I have forgotten until now that it was there. Why am I so stupid? Yeah. I wish I had the money to afford pills to help me remember. I don't have the money for that. I don't have the money to go to a doctor, 'cause I live in the wrong country for that. I live in the country where you just have to hope and pray that you never, ever fucking get sick. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to change the music, because I was expecting to be working on the... I was expecting to work on the one bit of art, but now I'm working on something entirely different. So let's go ahead, do this, wait until this stupid ad runs, skip the ad. There we go. Okie doke. Yeah, yeah, it's an adoptable that Ragnar got a while back. I had forgotten. I have forgotten about a lot of things. I've got a brain like fucking cotton. It won't hold on to anything, and it's completely and thoroughly unreliable. Blows away in a breeze. Healthcare system. Well, I mean, eventually either the citizenry will revolt and have a Bastille Day and, you know, basically off all of their public officials, or it's gonna turn into something real, real ugly. It's gonna probably turn into something real, real ugly. Just saying. I don't know what kind of hair to give each of them. Giving them individual styles would be hard.
I like frogs because they go boing and ribbit.
Let's see. I mean, I did make a Hydrotar, see? But anyway, what should I do for the hair? Because again, giving each of them an individual style for, like, trying to make each head completely and totally unique would be extremely tedious and time consuming, and I probably spend the whole entire stream doing nothing but that. Well, each one has a different expression, but they're all supposed to basically be, you know, they're all supposed to be the same, you know, heads of a Hydra, which would make them about as close to... It'd make them about as close to, like, clones as you're gonna get with mythical creatures. Mohawk thin hair. I mean, there's no real main head. I mean, they're all kind of able to move around freely. I mean, unless you're saying this one's the main one, but cut this one off, you get two, and then, you know, whatever distinction you have between them suddenly evaporates. Thank you for the subby ninja. Thank you for the 38 months. There's one of those those like 3+ years. There we go. There's one of them. Well, it's kind of like, how do you think about the partitioning of a soul for conjoined twins, the ones who are impossibly stuck together, that will not ever be able to actually be, you know, separated with you know, medicine limited to what it can do currently. There aren't many cases, but there are a few, and I mean, they are separate people in their heads, but they are stuck to one body. As for a Hydra, Hydra would be a little different. Because, I mean, the way that Hydras work, you know, cut off one head, 2 more grow in its place, and even if you're not looking at it from the strictly mythological point of view, there is a creature called a Hydra, and it's actually more like a little, you know, like a little polyp. Literally, it just looks like a little thingy floating around in the water, and the way they reproduce is they go through a process called budding. They'll literally just grow a little extension off of themselves, and that extension will just slowly... Malfi, thank you for the 42 months! Oh, getting close there. Getting close to the 4-year mark. Oh dear. Oh, man. Time just keeps marching on. But thank you for the 42 months. That is a heck of a time. I know, a whole bunch of people are showing up.
That's what I do. I drink, and I know things.
Oh, thank you for the what the frog. Well, I missed all of you guys. I just wish I was... Leave it to having an actual, like, job to suck all the energy out of you so you never feel like doing anything. I'm gonna give them all this kind of little due here. Just a very, very understated kind of hairdo. There we go. Ugh. Filling in for anybody is always just bleh.
One place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Hey Kiwi, hello, hi. Thank you for the space. Well, it also depends on which version of the Hydra you're talking about. Sometimes it has a breath weapon. Let's see. No, the false Hydra, doesn't that thing not even have eyes? It's very, very weird. Very different looking creature. No, I just went for... I went for four-legged serpentine creature with four... you know... Actually, I think, yeah, only 4 legs. Isn't it, doesn't it's like many heads, don't all the heads look like they have like some really, really like twisted, very, very unpleasant, unsettling grin kind of thing going on. I remember that being like a Hydra creature from Magic the Gathering, and I'm like, I'd rather not. $6969, thank you for the 25 months. Thank you. We met and surpassed the 2-year mark. Thank you, thank you. Kitty cat, that's my leg. Yes, I'm aware that you're here. Hi, yes. You're adorable, but I need to actually focus on stuff right now. My kitty cat is wanting my attention. I love my cat. I really do. I would literally burn the world down for her, but sometimes she chooses very much the wrong time to be insistent about the amount of attention she gets. And she comes over and she like headbutts my leg. Like she truly knows the easiest way to get my attention is to do like the thing I cannot ignore. Like she literally just like rams her head into my leg. And I'm like, cat, you're not very smart. You don't want to endanger what few brain cells you have left. Please stop butting into my leg. But she is a great deal more calm these days because I have also bought her the hanging window mounted cat rest. So now she can actually just kind of sit there perched during the day when I'm not here, and she can just watch stuff out the window. I'd been meaning to get her one, but you know, the opportunity just never really came around. And the one that I had been looking at finally went on sale, so that's the other part. Hate that I have to actually bargain shop just to get my cat something nice. But that's the problem now, because it's been a while. I guess I should probably update people on maybe things they didn't know. About 2 months ago, I got into a car accident where I got rear-ended, and unfortunately, I ended up having to get a replacement car. Said replacement car is going to cost me an extra $240 a month, because I'm back to making car payments. When I had finished all the payments on my last car, I freaking celebrated. I was like, oh my god, yes, finally, it's done. 4 years of paying off the car.
I see you finally got her to put her girls away. Shame.
Well, you know, I don't want to get in trouble for, you know, for a misunderstanding about, you know, whether or not she is actually naked or not. So I have to actually settle that pretty quick. And it's almost like I keep forgetting that my Sundays are the days I kind of sort of go, I don't want to do anything. I have already, like, gone through an entire week. Sunday is kind of like my day of truly sitting down to do nothing. But it's also like the most ideal day to try and stream because it's the one day I don't work. Guaranteed, every week it is the one day I do not work. I would only consider it devoured if it were taken without my consent. So, yeah, my Saturdays are spoken for, and I really do need to actually get in the habit of actually streaming it. But, you know, the Dungeons and Dragons streams typically, I don't know, I'm still kind of about, because I don't really get to talk with everybody during those streams. I don't get to talk with my gigatats because I'm focusing on the game. I'm not like Avantras Entertainment. I can't make, you know, super hilarity laughs from like a Taco Bell app, bell ringing on my phone and, you know, everyone catching that. Much as I would love to. I am sad, though, that we didn't have a session yesterday. And I was actually all ready to, like, stream an art stream yesterday. The title that you guys see for this stream, I had that ready yesterday. But I just laid my head down on my pillow for like 5 minutes because I was like, man, I'm kind of feeling out of it. I'm just gonna close my eyes for a second. Well, that second turned into about 3 hours. And I was like, well, shit. Well, now what am I supposed to do? I am just extremely prone to... I'm extremely prone to weird tiredness spells. And also, Ravel! Hello, 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 hello. Mwah. Happy to see you. Well, you know, boss, I did keep saying, you know, we could try the texting, the like texted session option. We almost did it last time, you know, for the week before, you know, for last week, but I mean, I do get that it would probably make... Well, that's the wonderful thing about the text session option. People can hop back into it, you know, or hop into it when they have the time.
I like frogs because they go boing and ribbit.
The real trick is making sure that we just limit what people do in the meantime, you know, so then they don't overdo it. Because, you know, for me, I'm a simple gal with simple tastes, you know. I'm not up to much. She lied as she breathed. I don't think I've ever made a simple character in my life. What's wrong with me? Why can't I make just a simple character? Oh. True enough. True enough. That would probably not be a good... That would probably not be a good thing. And I have a sneaking suspicion that I know what it's about. He was very insistent on being an actual dragon. Being an actual dragon in Atharis is a problem. For anyone who doesn't know, the Grim Hollow setting actually has something really unfortunate happening with pretty much all real dragons, like true dragons. See, they all got this nasty, nasty disease called the Blight. It's not great. So, yeah. Dragons be having a real hard time. What entails a Simply character? A Simply character has a simple motive. Because when it really comes down to it, what makes characters deep or shallow is their motivation. What compels them to act. Let's go ahead and go with my current character from the Grim Hollow campaign, Krier. My Opteran Red Hag Moth. So her motivation was, I come from a race of creatures that when they metamorphosize into their adult form, end up basically dying real damn quick. She didn't want that to happen. She also did not want to live her life in complete and total anonymity like a lot of Opterans do, because when they live in their larval form, you know, as little wriggly worms, they can stay like that for... Well, they can stay like that basically forever. So... Captain America versus Thanos. I think Thanos' big detraction from his character was that he was so wrapped up in his evil solution that the very simple idea of, you know, the very simple idea to not do things in a final solution kind of style, it just had no room to actually, like, pop into his head. He was so all about doing things in the really, really hard, horrible, terrible way. That was his whole thing. But when you really think about it, it was really not a very effective or efficient use of the stones. So he was limited by the writing that they gave him, because they just kind of went, well, we need him to be evil in a way that almost sounds compelling, but when you look literally just below the surface, it's actually just horrifically evil. Even though you got that whole entire tranche of people who were going, yeah, you know what, Thanos was right. And it's like, no, he wasn't. Thanos was literally like the most stupid of all villains. He had literally all the power of the universe, and he said the only way to move forward is to kill half of everything. And it's like, or, and hear me out on this, you have a gauntlet with the stones that control all the forces of the universe. You could just simply snap your fingers and make anything happen. You have unlimited access to all the extra matter in the universe that is not being used by anyone for anything. How many stars exist in a galaxy that have no life-supporting planets? How many stars? Countless. There are countless stars. He could literally snap his fingers, convert every one of those stars into the immediate matter needed for making food. He could turn one star into all the food that would ever be eaten by a whole entire race of creatures, basically for like 100 million years. Just snap his fingers and he could do it. And he could do that for every single race throughout the entirety of the universe. Instead of killing trillions of life forms everywhere, no, he just went... He went with the kill option. Anyone with any intelligence and understanding of the real depth of their power would have seen different options. Your imagination should be flexible when you gain power. Yeah, it was a MacGuffin, but yeah. But there wasn't any bloodshed, remember? He just snapped his fingers and then everybody started, taking a literal dirt nap. Turning into the very dirt. Mr. Stark, I'm not feeling so good. Got all ashy on his elbows and his knees. Then he became ashy everywhere else, and it was horrifying. But that's just how it happened. No bloodshed in any of that. Okay. I need to actually move forward with this, or else I'm never going to... I need to basically call this ready for coloration, or else I will literally spend forever just refining all of the outline, like forever. Hypothetical bloodshed. But there was no hypothetical bloodshed either. He just snapped his fingers and it just happened, remember? Okie dokie. Turn this into...
That's what I do. I drink and I know things.
Hold on. I will get that drink shortly. Thank you for the what the frog. And I'm out. Give me a second. I'm gonna go refill my cup. I will be back momentarily. Okay. I'm gonna take a very, very quick little break so I can eat a thing of string cheese, and then I will begin the coloring.
Cheese.
Yup. I got a 48 pack of string cheese. And I bought a 2-pound block of Monterey Jack. That's what I call a properly stocked fridge. I'm not ignoring you. I will murder you and all of your descendants before I give up my cheese. Oh yeah. They left out Thanos' whole entire, I just want to be loved by death, weird arc. Okay. The string cheese has been consumed. Let's go ahead and start coloration. Oh boy. There we go. you might have shown it to me. But I will refer you back to my previous statement of I have a brain made out of cotton fluff. And I may have completely forgotten. So you would need to share it with me again if you need to share it with me again if you intended for me to actually know it. Because otherwise, I won't remember. Oh. Uh-oh. Oops. Uh-oh. I noticed some people had gotten, hacked recently. I wasn't sure. Oh, that's right. We wanted the sound system. Okay. Okay. All right. Problem solved. Okay. I think... No, I'm still friended to a Ragnar Magic account. Unless this one is the hacked one. You're gonna have to be the one to send me a friend invite, because I can't find you. Yeah, I cannot find you. I can find old you. I can find the old you, and the last thing you sent me, which was back in April, on this account. That's all I got, though. Hold on. Hold on. Oh boy, that's right. I can't actually do it here. I have to do it in here. There you go. You can go ahead and follow that link, and you'll be able to make it back to the Discord. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Well... kind of going for like a darker Mediterranean skin tone. Didn't want to make her just, you know, pale. I mean, pale Greek is a thing, but I mean, why do the same thing over and over again? Nah, I have enough pale Greek characters. I also took advantage of the sales going on, and I bought Vampire Hunters for $5. A real steal. So, I was kind of giving that a little bit of a look earlier. After I took my shower, I hopped back onto my computer and I was like, I'm gonna give this a quick little look before I start my stream. So, if I were to stream if I were to just, you know, go around shooting the hell out of things as a vampire hunter, how interested would people be in that? Or do you just want to see me, you know, draw more big-titty monster girls? I'm fine with either or, but, you know, next stream, which should be a D&D stream, this next Saturday, I should actually be able to make another stream before then. I should be able to stream on Thursday. Well, I can't do much of the farting for you, but I can do most of the other things. I can't fart on command. That is a skill I have denied myself. Though if I were to drink a bunch of apple juice, I might be able to oblige you. I don't know what it is about apples, but apple juice makes me tooty. I have no idea what it is. I don't understand it. It is what it is, though. Hey, random facts, man. Some people would kill to learn these kinds of facts about their Oshi. Like, oh my god, did you know that Calliope Mori? Oh boy. Actually, that was a fun bit of, that was a fun clip I saw on YouTube recently. About a no context little comic thing that was drawn by Ninamai Inanis, and she basically revealed that during one of their Hollow Live dancing practices, apparently Callie just decided she was gonna throw it back a bit in front of the fan in their dance studio, and yeah, she ended up kind of sort of flashing Ina because her shorts were too small. Proving once again, death has a fat ass. Also, interesting bit of info, Calliope Mori was credited for working on the OST for the second season of of an anime that is coming out soon. I forget which one, but she was credited. She was in the end credits, and I was like, oh wow, look at that. Ina is definitely my like favorite from Hololive. Don't tell the others. But also, kind of on that same, like, on that same kind of like thing, I've also discovered a lot of interesting VTubers since you know, having to slow things down for myself just to keep up with my day job. But good lord, there are a lot of VTubers. Oh, I don't think that thunder I just heard was part of the soundtrack. I think that was a genuine, I think that was genuine thunder on my side. Ooh. I felt it shake my innards. Oof. Of course, my kitty cat, she's so completely and totally just like inoculated to the whole idea of you know, thunder. She don't care. She don't care about storms. She's like, fuck it. I don't care. Am I getting pet? No. Then it can go fuck itself. I'll just clean it up later on another layer. Yeah, we're having a series of storms kind of blowing through the area. And apparently we're kind of in for it for like the whole entire week. Rain and thunder basically every day this week. Possibly running all the way up to like Friday. No, you don't. I guarantee you, this stormy shit has been miserable. It got up to 89 today, 89 degrees Fahrenheit, which for the Celsius crew, that's about 29, 30 Celsius, I think. Basically, we just had a whole bunch of humid. We had a whole bunch of humid shit going on. It was really not fun. Okay, give me a second. I always forget what the conversion rate is for... Okay. ...31 degrees Celsius. It got up to 31 degrees Celsius today. 31 and 2/3. Because it was 89 degrees before the rain started, and the temperature did not really go down because everything was still hot from the daytime. So it just evaporated the rain and turned all of the rain that had come down into humidity, just straight up. still, you say, not that, that's not too much. Yeah, so says the Spaniard. Go dunk your head in water then. If it's so hot over there in Europe. Yeah, no, your corner of the universe is miserable temperatures right now, and I do not envy you at all. I am so sorry, boss. Oh. But yeah, Rabble, I love you. You're a cutie, but also shut up. I mean, I could do that, sure. But then it becomes a question, well, which side do I want to lean into? Do I want to lean into Taco? Or do I want to lean into Eldritch Priestess? Which side do I want to lean harder into? I mean, so yeah, I could make monstrous, Ina art. I would just need to know what direction I'm coming at it from. Nah. I wouldn't want to leave it to a coin flip. It'd have to be whatever inspires the right kind of imagery in my head. Like, yes, I like this design. Yes, this idea that came to my head because of this particular prompt. Yes, let's go with this. And I'll tell you right now, my head is a little bit filled with other things at this current moment. I mean, I can already think of one example of something I could do. Like, I could choose a particular form of octopus / squid, and I could apply that to Ina, you know, the vampire squid. Not an octopus, but it's scary as shit. Thing literally turns itself inside out to show off a whole bunch of barbs and scare the shit out of deep sea creatures who go, oh, I don't want to bite the spiky bag. Nope. I don't want to bite that. Nope. It's spiny and covered in barbs, and that will not go down easy. Deep ocean creatures are scary. Darlin, I cannot help you. You are literally trying to come to the worst person for help on making too many characters. I am of no assistance to you at all on this. I mean, ask boss. Because of just how many different Dungeons and Dragons characters I've made. That alone, nah. I cannot help anybody. Eldritch Priestess idea. I can actually maybe draw her in something maybe a little on the risque side. We'll see. Alter ego thing. I am actually not familiar with this specific example that you speak of. You may need to elaborate. Alter ego meme. And no, I wasn't talking about any of your characters, Ravel. I was actually giving a little bit of thought to doing a monstrous Ina art piece. And the more I think about it, the more I'm leaning toward going with her priestess form, but finding a way to make it perhaps potentially risque. Ina is perfectly wonderful, sweet, innocent babe, but also we know that purity has never been a barrier for me, so. I will also be honest, I don't know how many OCs you have. So, I am not as familiar with your OC cast. Well, unless you're gonna make a full-on comic with them, they will more than likely end up sitting there and gathering dust. It is the brutal truth. They'll sit there, gather dust, and go, Mother, Mother, when will it be my turn to finally live? When do I get to experience the world? Shoves them all into a D&D campaign. Did you play all of them? Is this that interesting one-shot thing that we attempted? The one that you said might possibly kind of sort of in theory lead to something bigger, maybe possibly? Yeah, that you're the DM. You forget, I'm limiting myself to only the one campaign source. Like I'm in my campaign with Boss. That's it. That's as many as I can handle. Like the more games I try and get involved in, the less happy I become. Even though I have a whole bunch of ideas, I have to limit myself. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get overwhelmed, get cranky, and crash out. No. You are not the problem, boss. You are never the problem. The problem is 100% with me. I was the one who, for a while, could not say no to a campaign, and just sought to fill up all my extra time with every form of roleplay possible. And I was just like, nah, just stick it in my veins. Oh. But I found I have an operational limit when it comes to trying to manage that many different characters in my head. So you are not the problem. You are never the problem. Don't apologize. The issue is entirely me. I'm Sister Mary Fuck Up here. I'm the one who couldn't say no. And I was just like, I want to be in every campaign. It really didn't work out though. So, word from the wise, know your limits. Well, that's good, because I wouldn't be able to say yes anyway. I would have to immediately refuse. Like, I love you. I do. With all my heart and soul. But I would have to say no. even to you. About to hold me like I'm a hamper. Promises, promises. Well, so long as they don't gather dust. That is the frequent fate of too many OCs. But if you've managed to avoid that, then all the better. All the power to you. Hey, Blood, how you doing? Glad that you're back. Yeah, a little bit. What?
Make that bikini gold. You know you want to do it. Do it. Do it.
Well, given that this was somebody's adopt, I don't want to do something that could alter the the creature in a way that they don't want. I make it gold. Okay. Just give me a bit. No can do on that one. Glass bikini would be a problem. For a whole host of issues. No worries. Sorry about me getting quiet as well. I'm just kind of focusing on the work. Okay. Color first. Kitty cat, I see you preparing to hop down onto the floor and start headbutting my leg again. I know what you're about to do. Don't do it. She's trying to give me the, it's late, Mom, you need to go to bed. And it's like, I know you are not going to actually go to bed or go to sleep. If I were to drop everything and go over to my bed, you wouldn't even let me sleep. She would just demand that I lie on my bed, let her hop up, and then I just pet her nonstop for like a half hour. And then she'd hop down, eat food, then go hop up into her little window seat. I love my cat, but she's very predictable. No. All of the Gigatads are naughty. I love them. I love you all. But you're naughty. So I have to be careful. I have to be careful not to do the things that will give the wrong message. You have to know that I am firm and unyielding. That I'm not going to just do whatever you tell me. I have limits. I have standards. I'm a woman of principle. Ah, yes. Unfortunate about that, I am going to have to remove it. I have to remove that for health reasons. Can't do that anymore. So as much as I love you guys, and as much fun as we've had with that one, I am going to have to remove it. Can't do that anymore. I will come up with a substitute, I promise. I'll come up with a substitute. In fact, I will... Yeah, that is actual thunder on my side. I will put up a poll in the Discord, and I will have people submit ideas. In fact, actually... we have the idea section for Kitty Cat. I love you with all my heart, but please don't headbutt my knee. That's highly distracting. So if you go to the Discord and if you check out the suggestions tab up in the top like couple of channels, if you go there and you start posting, you can come up with here. There we go. I've been meaning to do that for a while. That was my bad. I should have put that up sooner. But yeah, if you have an idea for something you think would make a fun 100k redeem, go ahead and post it up. Just remember, there are health limitations for what I'm able to do. Where the previous fun used to be, can't do that anymore. For really honestly more graphic reasons than I'd like to get into and describe, but suffice to say, can't do it. Not for lack of want, but definitely pretty much entirely for lack of ability to you know, not have something go terribly wrong. Might tear something that I don't want to tear. I will take whatever ideas you guys come up with, and once we get enough ideas, say maybe about like 5, I guess, first 5, I will then turn that into a poll and people can go ahead and vote for their preferred redeem. I minimized something I shouldn't have minimized. There we go. Okay. Alright, I can see chat again. That can get expensive because mailing stuff costs money. And I wouldn't be able to guarantee the state in which anything arrives. I've tried mailing stuff before, and I promise you, yeah, customers were not happy about how stuff turned out. It was back when I was doing oil paints on DeviantArt. Way back before I was VTubing. Someone did very much like some of my oils, and they were like, "I would love a print of this." I'm like, "Okay, cool. I don't know how to set that up on DeviantArt here." "Oh, because I need a prestige account or something to be able to use the print on demand thing." Okay, well, that's not cool. This was way back in the day. So I was like, okay, well, how am I gonna fix this and send this to the person? I was like, okay, I can get this printed out at UPS as a print, and I can then go ahead and FedEx it to you. I will pay the costs. And they were like, okay, cool, yeah. So they paid me, God, I think they paid me $280. I overnighted it to them. When it arrived, they sent me a message and they're like, "I don't blame you for this at all. I know it wasn't your fault. But the print that arrived was crumpled beyond recognition." And I'm like, oh, great. They even sent me a picture of what it looked like, and I was like, oh, Lord. No delicacy at all. Like, you would think that the overnight shipping tag means, hey, maybe be careful with this. Nope. There was no delicacy whatsoever in the way they handled it. It was terrible. Hello, Clown. Hello. I know it's been a while. I would continue to make excuses, but unfortunately, the truth is, I've just been kind of swamped in living everyday life. It's been a trip. In a lot of ways that, really frankly, I did not need life to be a trip. Like, my car got totaled. That became a whole thing by itself, and oh boy. Yep, that was actually one of the things that they complained about. It was a do not fold, and not only did it get folded, but the apparently they also sent it along with, like, I don't know. They must have stored it with something that developed condensation. Because it also arrived wet. Like, I have no idea how they managed to screw things up that bad, but they did. So I don't trust mail delivery for anything. I would not have you guys waste your points for mail that could end up literally just being ruination. So, you know, something fun, something I can manage in stream, and something that will not violate the please think of my health clause. Oh boy. Oh. Oh, that would be something to do. I am not so good at songwriting though. I have zero IRL musical talent, so even though I play bards all the time, I don't have a songwriting talent, and I gave up singing a long time ago, so yeah, I couldn't sing for you either. Like, some people here have already heard my attempts to sing, and it literally makes me cringe to the point that it makes me want to cry. So that's a huge nope. Like, I knew that not singing would get me out of practice, and that I would, you know, sound not so great. But boy, oh boy, I was not prepared. Well, that's the thing. I used to be okay with singing. But I have no sense of internal rhythm. Like, even back then, I couldn't read music. I still can't read music. I sing entirely by ear, which doesn't always work when I'm trying to do something like karaoke. I can't follow the rhythm of the song without the lyrics, otherwise I start falling behind. So I can't sing karaoke. I fall behind. I actually used to be in what was called the honor choir at my school. We were a special, unique group of specially selected, musically inclined, talented singers. Out of everybody in the school, we were the best. I mean, it wasn't that big of a school, but, you know, I was...
That's what I do.
Reportedly good.
I drink, and I know things.
But then, let time go by, you don't sing at all. You also realize, oh shit, I'm trans. And you realize, this voice, this is not the voice I'm supposed to have. Just like this body is not the one I'm supposed to have. Suddenly it just becomes a great big old thing. And you're like, well, I can't do this thing in the way I used to because it just doesn't fit anymore. And I don't have the ability to use my present voice in the proper way to make the magic happen. But, yeah, I wish I could. Tragedy has befallen you. Oh no, what has happened? What tragedy has befallen you, Canuck? And I swear if it's not an actual tragedy, I'm gonna make it a tragedy. Getting me all worried over nothing. You don't have any more vodka. I'll let it slide this time. You're on thin ice, mister. I almost was legitimately concerned. Personally, vodka is not my thing. I'm more of an Irish cream gal. So.
Phew.
Can I record what? Oh boy. Oh no. No. You do not chase vodka with tequila. That is the path to a very, very dark place. Usually your head in the toilet. No, 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 no. Do not do that. That is not a mixture to do in your gut. It is not. I promise you. This is true. It does not mix well with ginger ale. It is usually best drinking either straight or mixed with stuff like coffee. Sometimes you can put a tiny bit in with tea. Very tiny bit. It is a risk. That's not a chaser, that's a pit maneuver. Yeah, it's very much that's a mixture that when you do it, it's it's not the kind you gratefully get up and walk away from. It's one of those ones where you go, God damn it, I just wish it had taken me. That was my experience, at least. That was also the same party where my my friend just kept giving me rum and coke that was like 90% rum, and I was like, you don't know how to fix a rum and coke, do you? And they're like, no, it's a Captain Jack Sparrow, savvy. And I'm like, you're not funny. But I was also stupid back then, so I drank it anyway. It was not my brightest idea. Shit, my body would not forgive me for these days. Nowadays, I prefer my nice, tame little, like, hard lemonades and seltzers and stuff. Fruity stuff. I like fruity shit. And I like Carolyn's Irish Cream because it is really, really sweet. Oh. Oh. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, Doxy, and hello, Raiders. Hello, 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 hello. I'm Saucy Starfrog, the cyborg, the... oh my god, it's been so long since I've said it. I am the... Shit, what was my old thing? You know what? Who cares? I'm the fun-loving cyborg dragon frog, Saucy Starfrog, and it is a pleasure to meet all of you. If you don't know who I am, there you go. I'm an artist. Sometimes I game, but most of the time I do art. Most of the time I do art. Today I am working on a... I'm working on an adopt. I'm fixing an adopt up. I'm getting it done for somebody who got this a while ago. I just, you know, day job kind of makes it impossible to really keep up with everything as much as I wish I could. You know how it goes, the daily grind and everything. But Doxy, thank you so much for coming by. If you need to go ahead and dip out, absolutely, you go ahead and you go do the thing. Hope your stream went well. What were you up to, by the way? What did you do? Oh, my. There we go. I need to find a way to automate that so then I don't miss it when people do it. Oh, okay. I do not object to you remaining. I'm not very good at the gold bikini thing. Looks more bronze than gold, but you know, whatever. Whatever, it'll have to do. That might also help if I remembered to do that. So I can get easier gradients. Oh, yeah.
That's what I do. I drink, and I know things.
What? Thank you for the what the frog, mum. Mum. Ooh. Hunt Showdown. I am not familiar. I am not familiar with that. I am boring. I don't play exciting games. Is it like a Royale game? Is it a shooter? A dating simulator? That is not the key that I thought I pressed. Okay, there we go. Elongate the frog. Let's go ahead and take a moment here to go ahead and stretch it on out. Never forget to elongate your frog. Your frog will appreciate it. this is also the incorrect path for the reflection to take. Sorry, you don't get to kiss the frog. Frog gets to kiss you. Mwah. So that's how you get kissed by a frog. You just need to ask while she's in a good mood. Yep, it's just dependent on if I'm in a good mood. And I'm in a great mood because I'm with all of my buddies. Whenever I'm with the Gigatads, it's a good time. Yep. No worries, Canuck. You go to bed. In fact, I'm going to be closing up stream here in about another, 30 minutes. So, you absolutely go and get your rest before you have to go and do the family responsibility things. And I wish you well, I wish you safe travels, and one more smooch for the road. That'd be good. Be sure to get into all the kind of trouble I would. Bye, Canuck. Have a good one. See you when I see ya. Alrighty. I'm just gonna do a couple more things here. Otherwise, I fear I may overwork it and make it excessive. There we go. That should about do. Just about. Totally not a case of my one more thing syndrome kicking in. Totally not that. I'm just... Yep, no, that should be fine. All right. Go filter gallery. Let's see. Let's do cutout. Turn that to soft light. Reduce the opacity just a little bit. There we go. What should we do for the background? Alright. Almost done with these last little parts. This is just to get a basic idea of what she looks like from a profile and what she looks like, you know, from behind, how the heads articulate. Oh. I had a feeling that because of everything, I think maybe the downtime might have to be extended before we do the vampire the vampire side quest that I proffered instead of trying to steal. Oh no. Still not one of my better ideas for how to force some kind of interaction between characters. Still not one of my best. But yeah, stealing the warlock's patron's essence from the lantern just to munch and chew on it and prompt or provoke a response of some kind. Not one of my better ideas. Like, why did I jump to that idea first? Like, why did I go, yes, let me pick the one course of action that is certain to cause a fight? Why did I pick fight first? Moth lamp, the math's math. You're not wrong, but it just was not a good idea. It was not smart that was the first thing to come to my mind was, yes, steal from the warlock and player that I'm having troubles with to try and force an interaction. Yes, brilliant. Brilliant. And for my next trick, just not one of my better ones. And another stretch. And
Frog's got tits out to here, Carmen. I've never seen bigger tits in my life. Where? Go to hell!
Brennan Lee Mulligan, please live forever. Okie doke. Well, I'd say this is pretty much done. I like it. I think this will do nicely. Yoki doke. Let me just go ahead and put my various little thingamajigs on it. What? That way nobody steals it. I mean, not like anyone wants to steal my art or anything. I'm not that famous. Alright, save as, let's save it as a PNG. And then save the version. Without my watermark all blocking everything. And yeah. Okay. File save. And look at that. Finishing in plenty of good time. So let's go ahead and drop back over here. Yep, I'm gonna be sending this one along back over to Ragnar. Ragnar has been very patiently waiting for it. I'm just sorry that, I had not been thinking about it. No worries, boss. I am actually closing the stream as we speak. So, thank you all very much for hanging out with me. Thank you for keeping me company. Sorry. I'm sorry. I cannot close the stream if it is, you know, blaring that out. I just can't do it. No, I don't care for an ad. There we go. Okay. I swear, one of these days I will nab this music and I'll just attach it. But anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for keeping me company. Sorry for so much time going between streams. I promise things will be better. I will get better, I promise. But in the meantime, all of you have a wonderful evening. Sleep well. Be sure to get all of the rest that you deserve. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. 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 Bye. Bye-bye. Mwah.